Opry. At this time, we ask that you please silence all cell phones and pagers, and as you know, flash photography and video recording is not allowed. We also ask that you please remove all caps and hats so the people behind and around you can enjoy the view. Gum chewing is not allowed, and please don't stick it under your seat. We're happy that you've joined us here at the Orange Blossom Opry and ask that you please take all refuse with you to the nearest exit as you leave the auditorium. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I was dealing up and down the highway when they caught me with a heavy load. They sentenced me to hard labor, working on the side of the road. Now I don't deny I was guilty, and I know I broke the law. I was hungry and broke and couldn't see no hope, and my back is up against the wall. Honey, I'm right outside of your window. Honey, open up and let me in. I broke out of jail this morning, and I ain't never going back again. I just had to stop by for a minute, and I can't stay long at all. I gotta run, you see I'm under the gun, and my back is up against the wall. Shackled to a three-time loser, a man called Jefferson. One night we got to talking, and I asked him what he'd done. He said a man fell over my razor in the middle of a barroom brawl. Don't you see it was him on me, and my back is up against the wall. Honey, I'm right outside of your window. Honey, open up and let me in. I broke out of jail this morning, and I ain't never going back again. I just had to stop by for a minute, and I can't stay long at all. I gotta run, you see I'm under the gun, and my back is up against the wall. Honey, I'm right outside of your window. Honey, open up and let me in. I broke out of jail this morning, and I ain't never going back again. I just had to stop by for a minute, and I can't stay long at all. I gotta run, you see I'm under the gun, and my back is up against the wall. I gotta run, you see I'm under the gun, and my back is up against the wall. I gotta run, you see I'm under the gun, and my back is up against the wall. Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing today? Welcome to the Orange Blossom Opry, and we are the Orange Blossom Opry Band. We're warming up for a gentleman who has a big show today. Big show. He's excited to be here, and
I'm excited to be anywhere.
Right. Everybody, the whole place is sold out.
Look at that.
Sold out to see.
Wow.
There you go. But we're going to come out and play a few songs before that, and then we'll take a short break, and we'll all go back and share our meds. What's that? Oh, yeah, you know something? I forgot to... Well, hold on a second. Well, let's do this first. It's a really big day over there, because not only... Look at the front row.
Kevin said if this catches on, he's killing me.
Yeah, well, Kevin has somewhat promised to do his part of the show, which will be the entire second half in a leopard skin thong. And there it is, right there. I mean, one actually exists. Dear God in heaven, pray for us all. Oh, well. Hey, folks, how many of y'all are here at the Orange Blossom Opry for the first time? Never been here before in your life? A couple folks there. We have a few new folks in the back. We want to welcome all of our new folks. Thank you for coming out. We just do a bunch of nonsense here most of the time. We are the Orange Blossom Opry Band. We play here. We play all the time. Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tonight's a special night because Kevin Kingston on the second half will be doing the music of Creedence Clearwater Revival. I can't promise you that the thong will happen, but I can promise you this because it's also another day. So, key of G. No playing for you, Red Rider. You sit this one out. Ready? Just stand over there and look pretty. Spotlight on Kevin. Off me. Happy birthday to you. Come on, y'all. Happy birthday to you. Kevin. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday.
The emergency medical people showed up a little earlier. They were confused. They thought this was a CPR show, not CCR.
It could be CPR for all we know. Anyway, welcome to the show, folks. We are the... Who are we? We're the... What? Just yell out whatever you want to whenever you want. We don't care.
Something about the thong. I don't know.
Yeah, the thong. The thong's big. Here's the funniest thing. Because, was anybody here last night? Friday Night Live? 6 people, right? It's big. It's huge. Friday Night Live was sold out last night, and we were talking about the thong, and they actually talked about having them up there in the gift shop for sale, because Dougie sells the fire out of the cowbells. Mickey sells the bandanas up there. They sell Todd's drumsticks. Chris and I have got squat. But, so the thong, so this lady comes back on the break and said, I went to the gift shop on the break to buy one of those thongs, and they didn't have any. It's a joke. To which I said, well, Mom, they're... My mom's sitting in the front row, by the way, y'all. All right, got to introduce everybody here. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to the star of the show this evening, the birthday boy, Kevin Kingston. Is your mama here? Yep. Your mama's here too?
Yep. She's in row I in there somewhere. She comes to all my shows, all our shows. Stand up, Mom. Where are you?
There she is.
There she is.
I see she's got one of those thong pictures
Yeah,
too.
she's got this thong picture.
Your mom must be about as proud of you as my mom is of me. Ladies and gentlemen, the gentleman seated here is from the great state of Iowa. He plays many...
What the hell?
Woo!
What? Get that off there. I don't remember. That's photoshopped. I don't remember doing that. I mean, what is this, a roast?
Nothing says hello, Mrs. Kingston, like that. Take a look at your son now. That's priceless. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the finest musicians I've had the opportunity to share the stage with. He's from the great state of Iowa. Say hello to Doug Stocker. 1, 2, 3. That's Dougie right there, everybody. That's him. He's going home. Anybody play bass? We might need a bass player. We need someone that knows. Hey, the gentleman behind me is the reason I'm here. He made a phone call about 4 years ago, called me up and said, hey, I hear you got fired again. I said, yep. And he said, well, why don't you come down here and see how long you last? I've made it about 3.5 years so far. Say hello to my pal, Todd Bowers, everybody. Mickey Adams is here, and he is our guitar player. He's from the great state of Georgia, everybody. And he also sings a fine song. Say hello to Mickey. Or here he comes. There he is. That's him right there. Ladies and gentlemen, our singer. You okay over there? You good? All right. He's from the great state of Texas, and we borrowed him permanently from the Janie Freaky Show. That's who he was working with before we snuck him away, and we're certainly proud to have him here with us. Say hello to Chris Cockburn. And I don't say this too often, but if you weren't here last night, you missed a treat because you were on fire. He was. Great job. Bobby. He did. Our sound man this evening, speaking of on fire, he's worked with that young lady right there. Her name is Dolly Parton, for those of you who don't know country music. And he worked with her for many years, but now he's with us. Say hello to our pal Nathan Smith back there. If you don't know who Dolly Parton is, you must live under a rock or something. But anyway, the lady running video up there for us this evening, we, the guys in the band, the whole staff, everybody that works here, are kind of ticked off at her. So don't really applaud a lot because we're all mad. We're really disappointed in her. There she is right there. She looks beautiful. And we hate to say this, but is this it? Today? Tomorrow? Today. Today's Karen's last day. And we're just... Y'all give it... Woo! Y'all give a big round of applause for Karen. We're going to miss her terribly. Her and her husband both. We're going to miss both of them. Speaking of someone we'll never miss, well, wait. Our light guy up there he is right there. He looks a little like Ben Franklin, kind of, and a little like Gorbachev. But anyway, he works really hard here, ladies and gentlemen, because he does all the lights in here. Notice how beautiful those lights are out there in the auditorium. He also does the lights in the ladies' bathroom. Actually, he has turned, I've only been here about 3.5 years, going on 4 years, and he has turned this place around with the incredible job he does on the lights. So please give a round of applause to Fast Eddie. And the guy and the gal, how about saying that? My boss, both of them, are the ones responsible for letting us do all this nonsense. We get up here and act like a bunch of fools and play a bunch of loud music, and if not for them, none of us would be able to do this, and y'all wouldn't be here. So give a big round of applause to Roger and Heather Byers.
Now, not so fast tonight. Usually we let you kind of slide by, but tonight is kind of a special night for you, too.
It is.
You can introduce this next song afterwards, but he's played with some people. It's whatever. But tonight, our leader it's his last night single here tonight on this stage. He'll be getting married tomorrow. Give him a big round of applause, Bobby Randall. I know he's not going to ask this tomorrow, so maybe we should ask it tonight. If anybody knows of any reason why you should not...
Now look at Todd back there.
Your buddy.
All right. Well, while we're doing this, put the spotlight over there and say hello to my soon-to-be beautiful wife, Sandy. There she is right there. Sitting next to my brother-in-law, which is scary. He's got a lot of stories on him. For many years, I played in a band called Confederate Railroad. I played this song every day of my life for 7 years. Ready? I hitchhiked up to Memphis, a young boy in my prime. I thought that big old city would ease my Georgia mind. After just 1 hour, I met this southern girl. She said they call me the Queen of Memphis, and she took me around the world. saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. The night I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. I woke up the next morning a prisoner of her charm. She showed me things I'd never seen back there on that farm. She set my soul on fire. She fulfilled all my dreams. This boy became a man that night in the arms of the Memphis Queen. And I saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. The night I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. Just like that old red river, she keeps rolling through my mind. Yeah, you know I won't forget her, 'cause she was one of a kind. I saw stars dancing on the water. I heard Elvis singing blue suede shoes. That old muddy river was my witness. The night I fell in love with the Queen of Memphis. And I am still in love with the Queen of Memphis. God bless the boys in Confederate Railroad. I talked to one of those guys today. They're in Kentucky somewhere doing something. Y'all okay? So I'm getting married tomorrow? All right. One day. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It seemed like just the other day it said 200 days up there, and all of a sudden...
Actually, that's a little too long. That's less than 24 hours.
I'm ready. I'm good.
Okay.
No, nothing out of him down there either, by the way. Yeah, you.
Why? You don't want me to say nothing? Okay, that's fine.
No, I'm waiting for it to come, but
Yeah.
here's some more music.
Well, Jacob was a dirt poor farm boy, raised at the fork in the road in a clapboard house. Rachel was the land baron's daughter, born with a silver spoon in her mouth. Her daddy said he wouldn't stand for Rachel to waste her life with a common man. He tried hard to keep them apart, and he kept draw lines in a young girl's heart. So late one night by the harvest moon, Jacob got a ladder into Rachel's room. He knew his place, and it was right beside her. Well, step by step into her world, head over heels for a brown-eyed girl, getting caught. It didn't seem to matter, 'cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. September. Says Daddy found a letter and a note in the windowsill. Swore he'd never forgive them, but nothing melts a heart like a grandchild will. And as she climbs up on his knee, says, Grandpa, tell the story, the one about me. He thinks back and his eyes shine, says, listen, child, once upon a time, well, late one night by the harvest moon, your daddy climbed a ladder to your mama's room, and he knew his place, and it was right beside her. Well, step by step into the world, head over heels for my little girl. Here you are, and that's all that matters. 'Cause heaven was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. You know an angel was waiting at the top of Jacob's ladder. Here's something you can slow dance to. Oh. We got to change. You got a joke, Bobby?
No, I have no jokes.
What are you looking at me
Except for,
Did I put you on the spot?
we have a special tonight that said second row, 4 seats over on the left. That'd be second row, 1, 2. You two folks right there. Tonight, in those 2 seats, if you could tell us the first song we play, you win $10,000. Oops. Just kidding. Just kidding. Guy's looking at me going, I didn't like him when he was in that other band, and I don't like him now.
Hell, I was going to say, I can't remember the first song we played.
Right. All right, here we go, guys. 1, 2, 3.
Last night I had a crazy dream. A wish was granted just for me. It could be for anything. I didn't ask for money or a match in Malibu. I simply asked for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, baby, I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Will leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day. The first thing I do is ask for time to crawl. I'd unplug the telephone and turn the TV off. I'd hold you every second, say a million I love yous. That's what I'd do for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, baby, I'd be satisfied. But then again, I know what it would do. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day, one more time, one more sunset, baby, I'd be satisfied. Then again, I know what it would do. Would leave me wishing still for one more day. Leave me wishing still for one more day. Leave me wishing still for one more day with you. One more day. Thank you.
Awesome. Is that guy not awesome? All right.
We're going to Texas.
Are we going to Texas?
Going to Texas.
We're not doing a rodeo song, are we?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I learned my lesson on that one. I was going to sing it at your wedding, but yeah.
Let's see how this works.
What do you say when it's over? I don't know if I should say anything at all. One day we're rolling in the clover. Next thing you know, we take a fall. Still I think about the years since I first met you, and the way things might have been without you here. And I don't know if words from me can still upset you, but I've just gotta make this memory stand clear. Yes, I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I think I can. And I'm leaving here a better man. Always knew I couldn't hold you, but I'd never be the one to set you free. Just like some old nursery rhyme your mama told you, you still believe in some old meant to be. And I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I think I can. And I'm leaving here a better man. And I'm leaving here a better man, knowing you this way. Things I couldn't do before, now I know I can. And I'm leaving here a better man. Yes, I'm leaving here a better man.
Mickey Adams, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Don't forget, Mickey's got a show coming up as well, everybody. And what he's going to do, I can remember the date because it's my sister who's also here. It's her birthday. August 26th is her birthday. And Mickey's going to do all of the music that was on the halftime show at the Super Bowl.
In a thong. In one of Kevin's thongs. Well then.
What the heck was that anyway? Yeah. There was a, I never got any of it, but there was a lot of body parts you don't need to touch when you're singing. What's with that? I don't care how bad it itches. Don't scratch it in front of all those people. That's lesson to learn. All right, I'll fix your guitar. Get up here.
It's about time. Hey, everybody, how you doing tonight? Is that it? That's all you're gonna do? All right, now we're talking. Well, I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be. Working like a dog all day, working for me. I wish I had a rich uncle that would kick the bucket. I was sitting on a pile like a Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness. You could buy me a boat. You could buy me a truck to pull it. You could buy me a Yeti 110 I stamp with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy happiness. And so, you could buy me a boat. They call me a redneck, white trash and blue collar. Well, I could change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money is the root of all evil, and you can't get a camel through the eye of a needle. I guess that's probably true, but it still sounds pretty cool. You could buy me a boat. You could buy me a truck to pull it. You could buy me any 110 I down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Or maybe so. You could buy me a boat to float down on the water. It's a beer. I hear the Powerball lotto is a hitting on 100 mil. That could buy me a brand new rod and reel. He could buy me a boat. He could buy me a truck to pull it. He could buy me a Yeti 110 I down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. I mean, so he could buy me a boat. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Or maybe so, he could buy me a boat. He could buy me a boat.
Thought they'd like it better than that. I love y'all. time waiting on a welfare dime. And they can't buy a job. Well, no man six-suit hurries by, catches poor old lady's eyes, and just for fun he said, get a job. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. So don't you believe it? Hey, little boy, you can't go where the others go. They don't look like you do. Oh, hey, old man, how can you stand to think that way? Did you really think about it before you made the rules? He laughed and he said, that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. That's just the way it is. Don't you? They pass a law in 64 for those who ain't got a little more. Though it only goes so far. Oh, I don't change in another's mind when all they see at the higher time is a line on the color bar. That's just the way it is. Some things will never change. But that's just the way it is. Don't you believe it? That's the way it is, right there.
Hey, we were telling you all about our summer series that's coming and what that is. What that means to all the guys in the band is we have to learn about 15 songs every week. It's an incredible deal, though, for y'all because you can buy one ticket and come and see all of these country music folks all summer long, starting in 2 weeks right there. There it is, starting whatever date that is, June 3rd. Right, and you'll see John Barry, and I can't see what.
Ty Herndon.
Ty Herndon, you'll see.
Buddy Jewell.
Buddy Jewell.
Michelle Wright.
Michelle Wright.
John McEwen.
Johnny Bench. Johnny who?
Jeff.
Johnny yeah.
Jeff Bates.
Jeff Bates. Norman Bates.
And Wade Hayes.
Wade Hayes. And
John Barry.
And John Barry.
And Ty Herndon.
Yeah.
They're coming twice.
Yeah. Well, anyway, what I wanted to tell you was it's a great deal. Come and see all those folks. Our band's going to back all of those folks. I say this all the time. I've been the luckiest guy in the whole world. I've played in a couple really famous bands, but I say this, and I can't say it enough. This is by far the best band I have ever played in.
And without a doubt, the hardest working band, because these guys have to learn all these songs. You have to learn them just like the record. You can't clown around. And it's a pretty tough gig, but it's pretty worthy, and we love it. And we're thankful for everything. But anyway, check that out. I was going somewhere with this, but I'm not sure where it was. Now I remember where I was going. Because you worked for Ty Herndon for
Many years.
How long?
On and off, about 20 years.
20 years. What does on and off mean?
I used to drink
Tired,
a
back,
lot.
what? Huh? All right.
I got fired a lot. No, just sporadically.
Ty Herndon song.
Yep. You want to? World just lost two lonely people. The world just lost two broken hearts. The odds were against us, and baby, here we are. Here we are. In our own little world, in our own little corner of this cold, cold world. Got a little warmer. For the rest of my life, I'll be holding you this way. And when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it was near the man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more? To be living in a moment you would die for. If you never get rich on what money can buy, no matter to me, I'll tell you why. I got it all when I'm holding you this way. Live to love you, die to keep you safe inside these arms that need you. I'll be loving you with the very last breath I'll take. And when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more? To be living in a moment you would die for. Whoa, ashes to ashes, dust into dust. I'll lay beside you forever in love. And when they carve my stone, all they need to write on it once lived a man who got all he ever wanted. Tell me something, who could ask for more than to be living in a moment, loving every minute. Tell me something, who could ask for more than to be living in a moment you would die for. Somebody scream if you're having a good time.
Chris Cockburn, everybody, huh?
Thank
Awesome. Just awesome.
Thank you.
One of the guys that is coming is a guy named John McEwen. For those of you who do not know who John McEwen is, he's a member, or was a member, of the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. So if you're a Nitty Gritty Dirt Band fan, that's who John McEwen is. I don't think Norman Bates will be here, but... So I wanted to tell you about this. A lot of folks have been coming to Friday Night Live. We'd like to invite you all out to that. It's just our band all night. And if you like this sort of non-professionalism, not knowing what we're doing, clowning around, Friday Night Live is a place for you. Also, if there's a song that you'd like our band to learn, you can go to, you can email song requests, plural. The difference between singular and plural, Kevin, is plural.
Oh, there's one more in it than the other is.
Yeah, exactly what he said. So, I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Song requests at OB, as in Orange Blossom, obopry.com. Send us something we want to know what you want to hear, because Friday Night Live, on top of everything else, we try to learn songs for you all. And we've got a lot of weird things. I like to know who our audience is, what you want to hear. So to this Willie Dice dude that typed in, wanted to know the Beer Barrel Polka. We probably won't do that, but anyway. Get my guitar right here, y'all. It's in the middle there somewhere. Wish me luck. Please come to Boston for the springtime. Staying here with some friends, and they've got lots of room. You can sell your paintings on the sidewalk by cafe where I hope to be working soon. Please come to Boston, she said no. Boy, won't you come home to me? She said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Boston ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Please come to Denver where the snow falls. We'll move up into the mountains so far that we can't be found. And though I love you, it goes down the canyon. We'll lie awake at night till it comes back around. Please come to Denver, she said no. Boy, won't you come home to me? She said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? Denver ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. Now this drifter's world goes round and round, and I doubt if it's ever gonna stop. All the things I thought I had and all that I ain't got, I still need you. There's somebody I can sing to. Please come to LA to live forever. California's nice, and they've got lots of room. We'll live in a house that looks out over the ocean. There's some stars that fell from the sky, living upon a hill. Please come to LA, she just said no. Boy, won't you come home to me? She said, hey, rambling boy, why don't you settle down? LA ain't your kind of town. There ain't no gold and there ain't nobody like me. I'm the #1 fan of the man from Tennessee. I'm the #1 fan of the man
Tennessee.
Thank y'all.
That was Bobby Randall.
Yeah. Don't you have someplace to be later?
You know what? I'm starting to feel it now. Can we postpone this till next week?
Is it the thong that's got you, you know, up,
That's
up
the
in
least. That's the least of my worries.
the thong? Yeah. The thong's kind of got you up in a crack or something?
That's disconcerting.
Easy. You know, you can put those things on backwards, you know.
As you can see, we don't take a lot of things real serious around here. We're going to do one more song and take a little break. Before I say that, I have to say this. I don't get to say this very often, but my mom and my sister are both here this evening. My brother-in-law is here somewhere too, and my nephew, and the whole family's coming in. But when I was a kid, you know, I thought my mom must have not wanted me to have a girlfriend, because she enrolled me in violin lessons about the 7th grade. And I played violin all through high school, junior high, and I was about the same height I am right now. I weighed about 80 pounds, and I never had a girlfriend because playing the violin at 80 pounds and 6'5", at a time when people were listening to Jimi Hendrix, pretty much that did it for me, mother. However, along about the late 70s, this guy came along that was my hero. And somehow in my life, I do not have any idea, somehow I became really good friends with him. And I got to play with him many times, and I always say this every night. I miss him because he was a wonderful man. He also gave me this bow. So here's a little tribute to my pal. Well, that old devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind, he was way behind, and he was willing to make a deal. Well, he come upon this young man sawing on the fiddle and playing it hot. The devil jumped up on a hickory stump and said, "Boy, let me tell you what. I bet you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to make a dare, well, I'll make a little bet with you. Now, you play pretty good fiddle, son, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul, 'cause I think I'm better than you." The boy said, "My name's Bobby, it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best it's ever been. Johnny, you rising up your bow and play your fiddle hard, 'cause hell's broke loose in Georgia and the devil deals a card. If you win, you get this shiny fiddle made of gold. If you lose, the devil gets your soul." Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, "I'll start this show," and fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. Then he pulled the bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And a band of hillbillies all joined in and it sounded something like this. Get it, Mickey? Yo! Well, the devil finished. Johnny said, "You're pretty good there, son. But sit down in that chair right there. Let me show you how it's done. He played Fire on the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run. Devils in the House of the Rising Sun. Chicken in the red pan, picking that dough. Granny just get off by don't y'all know. That's the beer barrel polka. I know the whole thing. I'm from Michigan. All right. The show went to hell, folks. No, the devil went to hell. Who's in? Where are we? All right. Huh? Well, yeah. Well, the devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat. And he placed that golden fiddle on the floor, Johnny's feet. Johnny said, devil, just come on back if you ever want to try again. Because I told you once, you son of a... I'm the best it's ever been. He played Fire on the Mountain, Run, Boys, Run. Devils in the House of the Rising Sun. Chicken in the red pan, picking that dough. Granny just got by, don't y'all know. Doug Stock on the fiddle. Kevin Kingston, Todd Bowers, Mickey Adams, Chris Cockburn. I'm Bobby Randall. We'll be right back with the music of Creedence Clearwater Revival. Let me hear just from the new folks, first timers. Go. All right. Well, that sounds pretty good. I guess we're getting ready here. Kevin's done an incredible job of preparing and working his tail off on all these songs, and we hope we can. We hope that doesn't happen. All right. Anyway, are we close? Are we close? Has anybody seen Kevin? Last I saw him, man, it was like Dougie said he headed off to the county line. Anyway, all right. Make a little racket, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, the Orange Blossom Opry Productions, in the heart of downtown, beautiful Weirsdale, Tennessee, Florida, proudly presents the pride of South Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, make a bunch of noise for our boy, Kevin Kingston, everyone!
Are you ready? Yeah, I see a bad moon rising. I see drunk times today. I see earthquakes and lightning. Yeah, I see bad times today. Sing it with me. Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take you life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I hear hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel rivers overflowing. And I hear the amazing moon. Well, don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Come on, boy. Well, I hope you got your things together. I hope you are quite prepared to die. And it looks like we're in for nasty weather. Ooh, it's taking form tonight. Sing it. Don't go down tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Well, don't go out tonight. It's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Well, there's a bad moon on the rise. And you know, there's a bad moon on the rise. It's 747, come on out of the sky. Won't you take me back to Memphis on the midnight? And I gotta move, playing in a traveling band. Oh yeah, well I fly across the land, trying to make a stand, playing in a traveling band. across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a traveling band. Well, listen to the radio about the last show. Someone got excited, call them and listen, get a move. Playing in a traveling band, oh yeah. Well, we're flying across the land, trying to make a stand, playing in a traveling band. I'll play it, boy. Saturday night, with your fussing and your fighting, give me to the ring, I gotta move. Playing in a traveling band, oh yeah. Well, I fly across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a traveling band. One more. Traveling band, why don't you come give me a hand? And I'm playing in a traveling band. Well, I'm flying across the land, trying to get a hand, playing in a traveling band. All right. Ooh, yeah. Well, you know you wake up in the morning, you hear the work bell ring, then they march you to the table. Well, you see the same old thing, ain't no food up on the table, ain't no pork in the pan. But you better not complain more. You get in trouble with that there man, yeah. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Yeah, let the midnight special shine its light on me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Y'all know come Miss Rosie, how in the world did you know? By the way she was an apron and a clothes she wore, umbrella on the shoulder, piece of paper in her hand. She come to see the governor. Ooh, she come to free her man. Come on, come on, come on. Let the midnight special shine the light on me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Let the midnight special shine the light on me. Let the midnight special shine its light on me. Oh yeah. Oh, the sheriff's gonna grab ya. Oh, better not fight. Yeah, the sheriff's gonna grab ya. All the boys will bring you down. And the next thing you know, boy, on me. Let the midnight special shine its silver loving light on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ouch! Thank you. Looks like I came to the right place. You know, if you're expecting a documentary tonight, you're in the wrong place. I don't do too much talking, and we're going to do a lot of music. I do have a few things to say, but we're just getting warmed up. So, welcome. Thank you, man. I can't believe this place is packed out. Thank you. Makes a guy feel good. I think you'll recall some of these songs. Well, take me back down by the cool road for y'all. Let me remember things I love. Stopping at a counter, get me a spike. Rolling around the river road tonight. Nothing else, dancing in the moonlight. I can hear the bulldog calling me, Lord. Wanting if my rope's still hanging from the tree, good Lord. Love to kick my feet down in shallow water. Shoot that dragon back to your mama. Pick up a flying rock, skip it across the Green River. Let me hear it. They took me over, said you're gonna find the world is smaller. If you get lost, just come on off the Green River. I said, well, I said, well, oh, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q, baby, I love you. Susie Q, I like the way you walk, like the way you talk, like the way you walk, I like the way you talk. Susie Q, you say that you'll be mine. that you'll be mine. Say that you'll be mine till the end of time. Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q.
I'll say that you'll be true. Say that you'll be true. You never let me go. Susie Q. Oh, everybody out of the pool.
Oh, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. Baby, I love you. Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. Baby, Susie Q. Oh, Susie Q. Baby, I love you.
Oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody out of the pool.
You know, they was Creedence was what, together 4 years, 68 to 71. They did 8 albums in that time. Creedence Clearwater Revival in 68. In 1969 alone, they did Bio Country, Green River, and Willie and the Poor Boys. And 3 albums in 1 year. Yeah. Cosmo's Factory, which is one of my favorite, in 70, and Pendulum in 70. Mardi Gras in 71, and then there was a Live in Europe album in 73. I got that. I mean, there's a bunch of others since then that they've repackaged, but that's the good old vinyl days. You remember those? 26 million sold in the U.S. alone. Some of these are old statistics anyway. 8 million selling double-sided singles, 6 platinum albums, and the rest is history. There's your history lesson, folks. Tom Fogerty, Stu Cook, Doug Clifford, John Fogerty, you know. They were just about as big as the Beatles back in '69. Anyway, off that first album, we ended with Susie Q. That was on the first album. They did a couple of covers to break in. There's a little bit of history before that, but we're not going to go into all that. But they did that, and they did this one. This is a kind of scary, if you're, hold hands, if you get scared, it's a little...
Put a spell on you because you're mine. You better stop the things that you're doing, babe. Little girl, watch out, I ain't lying. Yeah. gonna take none of your fooling round. I ain't gonna take no more of you putting me down, girl. I put a spell on you because you're mine. Because you're mine. Yeah. You better stop the things that you're doing, baby. You better watch out, I ain't lying. I ain't gonna take none of y'all putting me down. I ain't gonna take none of y'all fooling around. Girl, I put a spell on you because you're mine. You're mine. You better stop the things that you're trying to do to me, babe. Little girl, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. I ain't gonna take none of your fooling round. I ain't gonna take none of y'all putting me down. Girl, I put a spell on you because you're mine. there before. I ain't gonna take none of y'all fooling around. Go, I put a spell on you. Because you're mine, yeah. Thank you so much. Okay, this next song here, I believe it was off Cosmos Factory. The reason it was Cosmos Factory because they recorded, as far as I know, I wasn't there. I don't have no idea. But they were recorded in the garage. It was Stu, the drummer. His nickname was Cosmos because he studied the cosmos. And they called it a factory because it was felt like a factory because they worked a lot. So it was a Cosmos Factory. So this is kind of like one of the coolest songs. It's kind of like a country song. Just got back from the Melanie, knocked the front door, oh boy. Got to sit down, take a rest on the boat. Imagination sets in, pretty soon I'm singing. Looking out my back door. The giants doing cartwheels, Sachi wearing high heels. Look at all the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. So Victrola, listen to Buck Owens. Looking out my back door. Tambourines and elephants are playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? A wondrous apparition guided by magicians. Looking out my back door. Yeehaw! I'm playing in the band. Won't you take a ride on the flying spoon? Bother me tomorrow, the day I find no sorrow. Looking out my back door. For trouble, Illinois, lock the front door, oh boy. Look at all the happy creatures dancing on the lawn. Bother me tomorrow, the day I find no sorrow. Looking out my back door. That's my bad, boys. Thank you. Hey, don't these guys sound great tonight? So you can't have a song without having a cowbell player. We have a famous cowbell player here tonight. And he plays steel guitar on the side when he gets a chance. Hello, Dougie. You want a cowbell song? This is a cowbell song. time. Monkeys on the corner, let's stop and do wine. Willie plays the tune out, nothing comes through. Willie plays the tune out and blows it on the zoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing the ghost at the beat. Bruce done hit so much ball, people just gotta smile. Blicky thumps a donkey's and the phone for a while. Fall bound down, Willie out on his kazoo. Willie goes into a dancing doubles on the zoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing nickels at the beat. Here we go. Down on the corner, out in the street, where the poor boys are playing it goes stand for me. Cowbell. Well, you don't need a penny just to hang around. If you got a nickel, won't you lay that money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around just to hear those magic boys. Give it to me. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing nickels every day. Down on the corner, out in the street, poor boys are playing nickel. Let me hear you sing it. Down on the corner.
Down.
Out in the street, where the poor boys are playing nickels, stand the feet. Hey, Dougie! Cowbell, thank you, sir.
Yeah, baby.
More cowbell.
That's the most exercises all week.
I don't know. Thank you. Good night. Yeah. While Mickey changes, has anybody got anything to say up here while we're up here? Sure? Oh, that's a first. Oh, God. Damn you. Oh, sucks. That's a first. This next song here is one of the 2 rain songs. I call them rain songs. This song, Woodstock, the film of Woodstock and all that stuff. A lot of people don't know that CCR was on that. They played and didn't like their performance, so John had them take it off. I wish they wouldn't. I think you can see it now. Bits and pieces are coming out with it, but they were like one of the biggest bands booked. A lot of bands came because they were on there, and they were to play. I don't know if it was a Friday night or Saturday night maybe. And they were booked as the headlining act that night, but the Grateful Dead went on before them, and they're still playing right now somewhere, I think. And they never quit. They played for like 2 or 3 hours, and by the time they got on stage, everybody was all zoned out, and it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So they didn't think it was a very good performance. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think this song, when he came back from that, he wrote this song here called Who'll Stop the Rain. As long as I remember, the rain been coming down. Clouds of mystery pouring, confusion underground. Good men through the ages, it's fine to find the sun. And I wonder, still I wonder, who stopped the rain. I went down Virginia, seeking shelter from the storm. Tied up in a fable, yeah, I watched a tower grow. Forgiveness for new deals, wrapped in golden chains. And I wonder, still I wonder, who stopped the rain. Cookie. Yeah, I heard the singer playing. Oh, how we cheered for more. The crowd had rushed together, just trying to keep warm. Still the rain kept falling all about my ears. And I wonder, still I wonder, who stopped the rain. Who stopped the rain?
Oh, you just about gave it away. Here's one that when John wasn't playing after they broke up, he hadn't played in about 10 years, and I think it was he was at some kind of deal party, kind of, you know, I don't know, presentation thing out in LA or something. I don't have any of my facts right, but he was out there somewhere. And from what I understand, you know, he was with George Harrison and Bob Dylan, and they said, John, you better get out there and start playing some of your songs, or people are not going to think you wrote them. For instance, they're going to think that Ike and Tina Turner wrote Proud Mary. And so he did.
Well, left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. But I never lost a minute of sleep, worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keeps on riding. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. A cleaning lot of place in Memphis, bumped a lot of pain down to Orleans. But I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on the riverboat queen. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keeps on biting. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
rolling on the river. Yeah, rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. One more time, y'all. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
Yeah. Ain't that fun? I'm reading a novel while we're looking here. I can double task. All right. This is the coolest song ever. Eddie, some fog, please.
Now when I was just a little boy, standing to my daddy's knees, my papa said, son, don't let the man get you. Do what he done to me, 'cause he'll get you. Yeah, he'll get you now. Ooh, I can remember the 4th of July. I lived on the backwoods band. I can still hear our patch dog barking, chasing down the hoodoo there, chasing down the hoodoo there. Born on the bayou, born on the bayou, born on the bayou. Do it to me now, all bayou. Ooh, I wish I was back on the bayou, rolling with some Cajun queen. Wishing I was a bad freight train, just a juggling on down to New Orleans. Good Lord, born on the bayou, born on the bayou, born on the bayou. Oh, do it to me now, bayou. Chasing down hoodoo there, chasing down a hoodoo there. Oh, good Lord, born on the bayou, born on the bayou, oh, born on the bayou. Oh,
jungle. Better run through the jungle. Better run through the jungle. Oh, don't look back to see. Yeah. Well, thought I heard you rumbling, calling out my name. 200 million guns all loaded, Satan cries, take aim. Better run through the jungle. Better run through the jungle. Better run through the jungle. Well, don't look back to see. Don't look back. Over on the mountain, thunder magic slow. Let the people know my wisdom, to fill the land with smoke. You got to run through the jungle. Better run through the jungle. Better run through the jungle. Oh, now don't look back to see. Don't look back. Don't look back. No, don't look back. No, 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 look back. He takes the thunder from the mountains, take the lightning from the sky, bring a strong man to his begging knees, make a young girl's mama cry. You got the high high, you got the jump and run away, got the high high. I said the old man is down the road. Got a voice that speaks in riddles, got eyes as black as coal, got a suitcase covered with a metal snake hide, stand out in the road. You got hidey hide, you got the jump and run, you got the hidey hidey hide. I see the old man down the road. Who make a river call him mother, make a barking of the hound, put a shed across the window when the old man comes around. Got the hiding high, got the jump and run, got the hiding hidey high. Ooh, I see the old man with us down the road. Ooh, I see the old man, yeah, he's down the road. Look out, here we come.
so if you know, that was off an album called Centerfield in 1985. That's how far back we're going still. And there was another song off that album I like to do, and it's called Centerfield. And you know, the thing is, they say that there's 3 people in the Baseball Hall of Fame who are not baseball players. The first 2 was Abbott and Costello, for who's on first, and the third, John Fogerty. So for this song right here, are you ready, Maestro? Let me get a little bit of vodka. Not really. Don't worry about it. We're good.
What?
We're good. You okay?
I got to pee, but I'm fine.
I already have.
Gotta get these guys to clap.
Okay, you got to clap. Well, I beat the drum on the phone. The sun came out today. We're born again. There's new grass on the field. Just around the dirt, headed for home. Around that handsome man. Can anyone understand the way I feel? Sing it if you know it. Oh, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I could be center field. Well, I spent some time in the Mudville night, watching it from the bench. You know, I took my lumps when Mighty Case struck out. So, hey Willie, tell Ty Cobb, Jody Maggio, don't say it so. You know the time is now. Oh, here we go. Oh, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I could be center field. Oh, yes I could. Oh, let's do the head. There we go. Got a beat up glove, a homemade bat, a brand new pair of shoes. You know I think it's time to give this game a ride. Just to touch the ball and hug them all. A moment in the sun, hey, it's gone to tell that one goodbye. Well, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Look at me, I could be. Oh, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Yeah, now that's a song. Getting very close to the end, folks. Be out of here in no time. Yeah. Hey, look, I can only stand so much of me, so that's all right. That's why I go to bed. Okay, here's the other. Here's the other Rain song, and this is called "Have You Ever Seen the Rain?" And unfortunately, at this point, they were starting to break up and tensions and this and that. But you know what happened? Nothing lasts forever except for the Rolling Stones. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. Sing it with us. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yes, the days and days before the sun is cold and rain is hot. I know, been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yeah, thank you. How about a hand for these guys up here, huh? Pretty cool to have them as your backup band. And I want to thank them for their hard work. Sound good, fellas. Really. We should go on the road. No, we ain't going nowhere. All right, so I guess back in, CCR, they weren't from Louisiana and all that kind of stuff. They're from California, San Francisco area and stuff. There's a little town out there where they used to play before they got famous, and a lot of times there'd be 9, 10 people, 20 people, the local people there. They all be kind of drunk and tell them to turn it down and play this and play that, do this and that. And it was a little place called Lodi, evidently. Just about a year ago, I set out on the road, seeking fame and fortune, looking for a pot of gold. Things got bad and things got worse, I guess you know that too.
stuck in Lodi again.
I rode in on a Greyhound, and I'll be walking out if I go. I was just passing through, must have been 7 months or more. Came into town and one night stand, and I lost my friend.
Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again.
Oh, play it, boy. On my way, somehow I lost connections. Well, I ran out of songs to play. Came into town on a one-night stand. It looks like my plans fell through.
Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again.
You know, if I only had $1 for every song that I sung, every time I'm in a play, while people said they're all drunk, you know I'll catch the next train back to where I live.
Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again. Oh Lord, stuck in Lodi again.
All right. Can I have the lights up for a minute? I want to do this last song with the lights up because I can't see a damn thing in these glasses. All right. Wow. You all pretty. Smiley faces, smiling faces, smiling faces of love. All right. Well, thanks, everybody, because this is going to be our last song. We got to go home and go to bed. We have a wedding to go to tomorrow. That's right. Got to get this boy to bed. I ain't seen him stand up this long in a long time, man. He's Thank you, guys, and thank you all for coming, man. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much for supporting the Orange Blossom Opry. Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Ooh, they ring loud and blue, yeah. And when the band plays Hail to the Chief, ooh, they won't that can let you know. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. Some folks are born, silver spoon in hand. Now don't they help themselves? When the tax man comes in the door, ooh, the house looks like a rummage sale. No, no, it ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no military son. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one.
to send you down the wall. And when you ask them, how much should we give? Ooh, the only answer is more, more, more. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no military song. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one, no, no. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate one. It ain't me, it ain't me. I ain't no fortunate child. I ain't no fortunate child. I ain't no fortunate child. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Kevin Kingston, everybody. Come on now. Kevin Kingston, y'all. Kevin Kingston.
Bobby Randall, Todd Bowers, Doug Stock, Mickey Adams, Chris Cockburn, thank you so much. Y'all take care. Thank you.
Kevin Kingston, y'all. Good night, everybody. On behalf of everyone on the Orange Blossom Opry, thank you. Great job, Kevin. Come back and see us again, somebody. Good night, y'all.